Longtime Baltimore Ravens tight end Mark Andrews caught a lot of heat after the loss to the Buffalo Bills, and rightly so. He had a fumble in the second half that led to the Buffalo Bills getting that ball back. And of course, we saw in the potential game-tying play, Mark Andrews could not handle the pass from Lamar Jackson. Goes right out of his hands. He drops it in the end zone, which could potentially have tied the game and extended it if Josh Allen hadn't marched down the field with 2 minutes left and scored points, which I think he probably would have. But nevertheless, Mark Andrews came under heavy fire for this. In the immediate aftermath of that game on Sunday, he did not speak to the media. Now, of course, after you feel all that guilt, you're so upset, you're angry, you're mad, you're sad, all of this shit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go talk to the press either. However, it is part of your duty, your responsibilities as an NFL player to make yourself available for the media during that time period. Mark Andrews did not. And it wasn't until yesterday that Mark Andrews actually spoke to anybody or put out a statement. He did put out a statement on his Instagram basically saying how terribly he felt, that he was sorry for everything, but he appreciates all the support, all the love he's gotten, the donations from the Bills fans to his charity, all of these things. But it's been a hot topic of discussion in the sports media world, including by people like Emmanuel Acho. Emmanuel Acho admonishes Mark Andrews for ducking the media. Acho criticized Andrews for avoiding the media after his costly mistakes in the Ravens' AFC divisional round loss. And he's certainly not the only person to call stuff like this out. You know, a lot of people have been talking about it, but Emmanuel Acho caught a little bit of flack for doing this. Let's first listen to what Emmanuel Acho had to say about Mark Andrews.
Go ahead. I disagree with everything you said until the ending, and I think all well it ends well. The ending of if Andrews comes out and puts out his own statement to the fans, to all them people,
whenever he wants to.
To some degree.
Whenever he wants to.
He's I don't know that
Go ahead.
What I do believe you owe something to his fans.
Yeah.
Now, fans don't sweat like we sweat. Nope. They don't bleed like we bleed. They don't break bones like we break bones. They don't tear tendons like we tear tendons. But they do spend their hard-earned money. They do. They go to the games, and they stand there in the frigid temperature. Mark Andrews, a lot of fans were at that game in support of you, in support of Lamar, in support of that whole team. So when you drop it, just go up there and say something, because even fans are looking for closure, too. Yeah, go up there and say...
Right, so he's asking Mark Andrews, you got to come out and say something. You got to respond to something. Now, a few people had something interesting to say to this. Acho's having sex with colleagues in order to get them promotions on his show and haven't addressed it once. What a hypocrite. Now, again, this is coming from a Ravens fan. He's talking shit about Mark, or criticizing Mark Andrews. Not really talking shit, just criticizing the situation. And it is interesting, right? We haven't heard anything publicly from everyone involved in this Fox Sports massive lawsuit about Emmanuel Acho and Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor sleeping her way to the top. Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Acho fucking in order to get Joy Taylor the job she wanted. All of these things. Well, somebody else in sports media is also taking shots at those very same Fox Sports people. It feels a lot like it's Emmanuel Acho specifically over this topic as well. And that's Cam Newton. Now, Cam Newton, sometimes he says some fucking wild shit, not gonna lie one bit. But this was interesting because on this same topic of discussion, on First Take, they're talking about Mark Andrews not speaking to the media. And Cam Newton decides to just go out and say it and call out the double standard that some people are having right now all about this. Let's listen.
I'm going to go with the unpopular pick, but I want everybody to keep this same energy in other commodities, in politics, in entertainment, in sports, no matter what it is. And we haven't been holding people to the same fire. So, Mark Andrews, it's okay, bro. You ain't got to talk to nobody, because in other networks, there's lawsuits that's been out. We ain't heard nobody say nothing about that. Now, we got other things that's coming up.
Now, you got to wonder if Stephen A. knew and wanted me to elaborate, or if he literally had no fucking idea what he was talking about. Didn't know he was referencing the Fox Sports thing. Maybe he thought he was talking about something political. Who knows, right? But Cam Newton then expounds on that point.
When there's a Fox report that comes out and we haven't heard anybody speak about anything or make any type of public announcement, nobody has held Fox to that same thing. So why are we talking about making a big fuss about Mark Andrews if you're not going to keep that same energy across the board? That's what I'm saying.
But he's saying
it. So interesting, right? Fox Sports under a lot of fire right now, understandably so, with the massive lawsuit that's out there. This is where I stand on the thing. It's part of Mark Andrews' job to make himself available to the media after the game. This same thing applies when you win as when you lose. Would it be brutal to be in that spot to feel maybe at the lowest point of your entire career and 15 minutes after that have to come out and talk to the media? Yeah, that would be really shitty. It is part of your job. And, ultimately, he did address it and talk to the fans and spoke out about it after he had enough time or whatever. So I understand the criticism surrounding it. Not that people didn't sympathize with Mark Andrews' situation, not that I didn't sympathize with the situation, but it is part of your job to go out there and speak to the media. That's part of the deal. But it is funny that you have Emmanuel Acho hadn't said shit about all the massive stuff that's been stirred up about him and Joy Taylor and what's going on at Fox Sports. All these guys are talking about, man, you got to go talk to the people. You got to go talk to the people about this stuff. Yet they haven't really done the same thing, have they? What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.